I'm going to tell everybody what's happening right here. I'm with folks from Supreme Master TV, filming and having fun. There we go. We have just tweeted.
Hello, and welcome to Vegetarian Elite here on Supreme Master Television. Today we continue with part 2 of our show, Victoria Moran, A Charmed Life of Kindness. Currently residing in New York City, USA, Victoria Moran is an American best-selling author, motivational speaker, radio host, life coach, and holistic health counselor. Well known for her work, Victoria has been invited as a guest twice on The Oprah Winfrey Show, as well as on Good Morning America Now, The Today Show, and NPR's All Things Considered. Moreover, aside from authoring 10 books, one of which has been translated to 29 languages, she has also written for Yoga Journal, Body and Soul, Woman's Day, Mothering, Natural Health, and Ladies' Home Journal. She has been noted in acclaimed publications from The Washington Post to Glamour magazine, and has her own show on Martha Stewart Living Satellite Radio. From the last episode, we learned that there were incidences during her childhood and young adult life that had a profound impact on her, which eventually led to her adoption of a meat-free diet at the age of 18.
I became vegetarian and vegan when I was still living in Kansas City. When I became a vegetarian, we started to have a little vegetarian group there, and we got about 4 people week after week. But you know, when this idea touches you, it's not going anywhere. And it doesn't matter if you're the only one in your town or if you're part of a huge, powerful group. If it's in your heart, it's something that you're going to do. So what I see now when I go back to Kansas City is there are very active vegetarian groups there. There is a vegetarian restaurant. There's actually a vegan restaurant. And when I ate at the vegetarian restaurant last time I was there, they actually had on the menu a raw strawberry pie. And I thought, you know what? I never would have thought back in the 1970s that I would be sitting here in my hometown having raw vegan strawberry pie. The world is changing.
We also learned in the previous episode that as a result of her love for animals and aversion to seeing them harmed, Victoria made the transition from an ovo-lacto-vegetarian to a high-raw vegan.
And this is a lovely, lovely way to live because it gives you all the benefits of raw, meaning that you're getting your food live with all the enzymes intact, with that wonderful life energy that the yogis call prana, that the martial arts people call chi. You get that in all of its great, wonderful vitality. And yet you also get some grounding with some cooked foods. You can fill in some of the nutrient needs. Certainly you can meet all your nutrient needs on a raw diet. There's a wonderful book called Becoming Raw by 2 dietitians, Vasanto Molina and Brenda Davis. Excellent for any questions people have about that. And yet, if you don't want to just look at it real closely and have to pay close attention all the time, having some of those other cooked vegan foods every now and then helps. It's also good socially.
Victoria's healthy and compassionate lifestyle also has had a lasting effect on her daughter.
My daughter is a lifelong vegan, but she's not raw. I didn't raise her that way. I didn't know about raw the way I do now when she was growing up. And she loves to go to a Chinese restaurant. I would never say, oh no, I can't do that because they don't have raw food there. I say, okay, what time? And I know that I'm going to get steamed vegetables, brown rice, maybe a little tofu, some black bean sauce on the side, and it's fine because I've got that 20% or so of leeway.
And that's how you're able to incorporate an urban lifestyle with a high raw vegan lifestyle.
Yeah, I am an urban vegan. In fact, I write a blog on HuffingtonPost.com called Veg in the City. I love being vegan, and I love this city, and they work so well together. When I first moved here 10 years ago, I had a chiropractor's appointment close to Grand Central Station, and it ran really long. So by the time I got out to get some lunch, I was starting to feel faint. So I went into the food court at Grand Central and thought, well, this is going to be one of those times when I'm really going to have to go for some vegan junk food because I didn't think I could get anything else. And there happened to be a pizza place there that had something that they called the Mother Earth Slice, which was a vegan pizza with whole wheat crust. And actually tears welled up in my eyes. I thought this city was saying to me, we have accommodated everybody for so long, all kinds of religions, all kinds of lifestyles, all kinds of diets. I can take care of you. So it felt good. It was a good baptism into New York City.
Victoria passionately believes that an animal-free diet will have a constructive impact on the nation's economy, as well as at the global level.
I remember when I was growing up, poor people ate vegetables and rich people ate meat. And now that's turned around. And as we saw in the film Food, Inc., the family that didn't have a lot of money couldn't buy their little girl a pear. That just broke my heart. That here was a child wanting something healthy, and the parents said, no, that's too expensive. Something's wrong here. Now, we know that there are government subsidies to animal agriculture that are making some of these things different. We need to switch this around somehow, because eating in a way that is healthy is an economic necessity for our entire country and for the world. Because as long as anybody is not getting good food, all of us are paying for that.
We'll be back in just a moment to continue our chat with the radiant Miss Victoria Moran. Find out about her up-and-coming new book for year 2012. You are watching Vegetarian Elite on Supreme Master Television.
This is my laptop with a vintage vegetarian bumper sticker that says, "Love animals, don't eat them." This was a gift from Mark Matthew Bronstein, author of the vegetarian classic, Radical Vegetarianism. I highly recommend Mark Bronstein's book.
Welcome back to Vegetarian Elite on Supreme Master Television and our feature on Miss Victoria Moran, best-selling author of the Creating a Charmed Life.
There's more information out there about being vegetarian and vegan than there's ever been. Now, obviously, there has been information around for a long time. As early as 1960, there was an article in the Journal of the American Medical Association that stated that a pure vegetarian diet could eliminate 90% of coronary disease and 98% of coronary occlusions. Now, 1960, that was 50 years ago that we knew these things, but now it's coming out in profusion. The truth is, eating a vegan diet is absolutely wonderful. It's creative, it's colorful, it's healthy. There's just nothing wrong with it. Once you get past the fear factor of, my mother didn't feed me that. And so you just have to grow a little bit on the brain level first, and then your taste buds and your digestion will catch up real fast.
In her best-selling beloved book, Creating a Charmed Life, Victoria unveils practical spiritual secrets for expanding your capacity to love, know, and experience a fuller, richer life. Her insight, humor, and unassailable wisdom shine through each page to illuminate the magic in all our lives. For Victoria, serendipity, joy, and prosperity aren't just things that happen by luck. You can create your own charmed life. Meditation and a compassionate diet have a lot to do with it.
Creating a Charmed Life is my little sweetheart. It's done very well, 29 languages around the world. I'm very grateful that that book chose to come through me. What I would tell your viewers or my own friends or my own daughter is pick one thing. What is speaking to you right now? Maybe it's the diet change. And that doesn't seem like a life-changing kind of decision to make, but it really is. If that has you interested, read some books about going vegetarian or going vegan. Take the cooking classes that are offered here on Supreme Master TV. Learn how to work with some of this food. There's a lovely spiritual saying that says, if these ideas, these spiritually uplifting ideas, touch you anywhere, they touch you everywhere. So maybe it's taking the food route that's going to do it for you. Maybe it's meditation. Maybe it's just committing that every morning, even for 10 minutes, before you start your day, before you jump into the world, you're just going to take a little time and be still. And sometimes that's so scary to people because we're not still in our culture. You go in any restaurant, any drugstore, there's music playing, there's a television going. We're so stimulated all the time. But if you can step back from that stimulation and just go inside and start to see the depth that you carry with you, the magnificence that you are, it's a tiny thing to start with, but it can change your whole life.
During our interview, Victoria gave us never-before-revealed insights on her new and upcoming book.
You have an exclusive here. You are
Wonderful.
the first people to know about this. It's in the very, very early stages, so I imagine this book won't be out until probably January 2012, I would say. But my working title is The Good Karma Diet.
Oh, I love that title.
Thank you. I feel that it's blessed. I really feel that it's a gift from God. And the idea is, of course, that when we live and eat in such a way that we're not harming these lovely, innocent, wonderful animals with whom we share this planet, that we're placing minimal impact on the planet itself, that we're treating our bodies like these incredible temples that they truly are, then all that has to come back to us just by natural and spiritual law. So it really is a good karma diet. And I'll be emphasizing a high raw vegan diet because I think when you add the raw to the mix, you just put a little more sparkle on it. You just give yourself a little more vitality, a little more zest, a little more extended youthfulness. You can't lose.
That sounds good. So what would be your wish and your hope for the future and for the future of our planet?
Yes. I would hope that our hearts can open collectively and on every level. If we think first about the human way of looking at things, that heart disease is the #1 killer of women and men. Heart disease kills more people than all cancers, accidents, suicide, AIDS, influenza, all combined. And this is because we've clogged our lovely arteries with the atherosclerotic plaque that comes largely from eating animal foods. If we could open our hearts, literally, so that we would live longer and healthier, and so that old age would be a blessing and not a curse, as it often is for people, wouldn't that be a lovely thing? And in opening our hearts, that's also opening up our compassion faculties. So as you choose, you know what, today I'm not going to eat meat. And not just beef, I'm not going to eat chicken. I'm not going to eat fishes. I'm not going to eat anybody that had eyes or had a mama. Just for today, I'm going to do that. And if I live through today, then maybe I can try it again tomorrow. And then to expand and expand, as Albert Schweitzer said, that we're called upon to expand our circle of compassion. And when we can expand it to all who has life, then we human beings will have a shot at knowing peace. So that's my wish. Let's open our hearts physically, spiritually, and when that's going on, there's no stopping us.
We send our many thanks and hugs to the vibrant Victoria Moran for bringing cheer and inspiration to people around the world by reminding us of our inherent greatness and benevolence.
So that's my life, the writing life. Lots of sitting, lots of thinking, and inviting the muse. She's pretty good. She shows up quite a bit of the time.
Victoria Moran's best-selling books, including Creating a Charmed Life, Fit from Within, Shelter for the Spirit, and The Love-Powered Diet, can be found on bn.com and amazon.com. Say hi and learn more about Victoria Moran at www.victoriamoran.com. Thank you, amiable viewers, for your company on our two-part special, Victoria Moran, A Charmed Life of Kindness, on Vegetarian Elite. Between Master and Disciples is coming up next here on Supreme Master Television. May your heart grow ever more expansive every day.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/VE.